Hello everyone, welcome back to the workshop. I've got one day this week to spend here again, so I'm trying to make the most of it. Thank you so much for everybody, first of all, that commented on the last video. An innie or an outie, which way the sort of dish is going to go on the spanner. 99% of you wanted the inwards curve, as the Whitworth spanner, as the original one should be. So you've made that decision for me there, perfect. As promised in the last video, Honest John is on the way up. If you haven't followed his Instagram, make sure you do. We'll put a link below. This is the plan. I've got flat sheets cut out of 2mm, both the same. And the tricky thing is, that needs to end up like that on top. I need to make sure that they are perfectly in line with each other. I've worked out using my magic formula, 14.2, that these are going to be 100mm high. I'm working my way around the whole outside shape. This one will fit in there because that's flat. Next up, I'll measure this one. Then I'll measure this curved piece here. That's probably the easiest bit because on the actual spanner, all these pieces are upright. The outer edges kind of have a bit of a round on them. So I'll do that in a different way. But for the bit that actually is in contact with the nut, they're all flat, which makes sense. A couple of spaces here and there, I should be able to lay the top one on top and weld it on and know that it's perfectly 90 degrees and perfectly level. What I think I'm going to do is tack weld them in place with a MIG welder because I can do it one-handed, it's easier. I can hold everything in place and just tack it in place, 3 or 4 spots. If I go around afterwards with a TIG welder and just sort of blend the two sides together without putting any filler material in, just melt the two surfaces together so I've got a perfect join, then maybe that'll be John's job when he turns up. He can grind all that down, round it all off and put a nice little radius on it, sand it down, and we should be good. Then all I need to do is bring that around a bit more on both sides. Hello, John. Look who's here, look who's turned up, half a day. Oh, half a day, John. Oh.
It's like communication
breakdown
issue, yeah. Dom's got me a new toy. It's very heavy. Oh, it's exciting. So we're going to cut some box section that Dom's supplied me with.
Quality.
Nice.
From the offcuts bin.
Could do with some Lanagard. And we're going to use this to space the sides of Dom's spanner because it's kind of got its own design at the moment.
Because I cut the tube in half. I appreciate this is down to my lack of patience.
Lack of tube, Dom.
Lack of tubing, yeah. Yes.
So now we got to go back to straighten it up. So all we're going to do is going to make, I don't know, probably about half a dozen, I reckon. What do you think, Dom? 6 enough?
Yeah, we'll start at 6, one at each end, a couple in the middle, somewhere.
And yeah, we'll work our way down, and hopefully that'll...
So as long as you cut those all the same, we'll basically...
Oh, well, that could be a problem.
That's the first problem. We're going to basically replace these blocks of wood with bits of metal.
Like so. Like this.
In there, like that. Meanwhile, I'm still over here.
Back at the ranch.
Back at the ranch, I'm over here still welding bits up on this.
God, blimey. Whoa!
That'll do us.
Woo. That's warm. We are tapering. Too much. About there. Are you migging? You cheeky boy.
Get that out of there. Get that out of there. Line that up there.
Okay. Hey, it's all about the mig. Okay, so
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 270 divided by 5. Go on.
Come on, Dom.
54. Centres. There you go. How many more have we got? 1, 2.
Perfect.
Yeah. Was your money on an innie or an outie for the half pipe?
I didn't.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that just because you've read the comments now?
No, I haven't had a chance to.
Because everyone wanted the innie.
Well, old school is an innie, isn't it? Always has been.
It was the.
And we are old school, so.
It was the favourite choice.
Was it? Was that the choice of the nation?
Yeah.
Oh, they're right. So. Should we turn it round, do you think, or?
No.
We'll just keep sliding.
No, we should turn it around. That would make literally complete sense. See if you can hit the Ranello on the way over.
Okay, mate. Da, 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 da. There it is, that's where it needs to be. Oh, I might have to check that again, and I'll move it completely out of where we want to be.
When I cut the tubes, they kind of went and bowed out because of the sort of tension held in the tube. By welding these pieces in, John's been kind of clamping it as he goes, working his way down. The essential part here was that all of the bits that John cut were exactly the same length, so
I failed miserably.
the tube had to give in, basically, to wherever John was clamping it. But it looks good, it's nice and flat. Now, we can start on the half pipe.
Yes. That's it, that's the magic.
Oh, should we try and do it in unison?
Yes, let's bounce at the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wow.
Yeah, that's teamwork.
Synchronised chopping.
Synchronised bouncing.
Look at that.
Shall we?
How heavy is this machine that it doesn't tip over? Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, it's getting quicker. This, hopefully, is our profile. And we are going to take this and turn it into that. And then, hopefully, this is what we should end up with.
That's the plan.
Not bad, eh?
It's an innie.
So, yeah, we're gonna do 4 of these, 2 for each side, and then we're going to make this infill bit
This is the tricky
separate,
end. Yeah, this is the troublesome corner.
Because we need to try and get this radius. And obviously we need this as well. We're probably being a little bit fussy, but
it's okay. It's got to be right.
Dom and I are going to roll this through here several times.
Yeah.
Hopefully that will give us the radius we need.
That'll be the half pipe.
We may have to adjust it slightly because we're running a bit thicker, aren't we?
Yeah.
But we're going to repeat that on all 4, so they're all exactly the same. And then we're going to move over to the folder.
Which, will they fit on there? Hopefully everything's 4 foot.
They will fit like a glove, Dom.
Just.
We
are at maximum capacity. Every machine is being...
we are, yes. We are going full tilt here. Let's hold the machine still.
We're definitely going to have textured finish.
I love the sound of that.
Oh, God.
Well, that's 2. I'm failing to see the bend.
Give it a little nip on that, a little bit. Quarter, not even a quarter. That's it. Oh, that's more than me.
That wasn't a quarter. Okay. Oh, it slipped.
Oh.
Back it up. Okay. You what, Dom, going somewhere?
I'm not responsible. If you get your finger stuck in there, it's your own
I'm
fault,
more worried
okay?
about you
Disclaimer.
getting your beard stuck in there. Right. At 1.5, it's not plain ball, is it?
Why? That's perfect. Yeah, it just needs a bit more. Should we be putting all 4 through?
Look at the centre.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yes, we've.
This is bending.
Yeah.
Oh no. The only way is cut them in half. After all that,
I hate to say it.
it's got to be done. The machines let us down.
Okay, we'll get back to you.
Yeah, to be continued. Unfortunately, equipment has let us down. We were slightly ambitious by trying to fit a 1 metre long bit of 1.5 mil through my little rollers. They're too wimpy. Or
What?
we're too wimpy. No, we're not too wimpy.
No.
The tool has let us down.
No, the steel is too thick.
Steel's too thick. No. I was looking at it as an excuse to buy a new machine, but yeah. So annoyingly, after maxing out the guillotine to get full lengths to minimise the amount of welds, we've had to cut them in half to feed half of the width through the machine, which it seems happier with. So back to the guillotine, chop the full lengths in half, roll now 4 pieces, or 8 now if you count both sides, all through to get to that half pipe, and then we've just got a bit more welding to do. Go on! It's only a thin bit.
I'm not heavy enough.
Come on!
No.
No.
It's got some weight to it. This is
Yeah.
it's going to be a heavy spanner.
Oh, it's a big spanner.
It is a big spanner. That's all right. That's all right. Look, this is... It's a slight work in progress.
I appreciate this is far from perfect, but it's good. We're going in the right direction. They will all line up. There's a little bit of manipulating to do, but once we line them all up and get them all square, next thing to do is to mark our edges and fold each side back down with the folder, which is the next machine we're going to try and max out.
Next machine we're going to break.
Break, yes. See how that goes.
Oh yeah, I like that. Try it.
Yeah, let's have a go. Yes.
Would have been nice to do it in 2, Dom, wouldn't it?
Oh, I know.
But
We're so close. The rollers let us down.
Hey? Hey? I have to get the engraver out. A little fettle on that one. This is...
Yeah.
Is that our innie? I think that's our innie,
That's an innie. Well, that's what everyone voted for, so there you go. You've got your innie.
You've got everyone, there's the innie.
You've got it.
Yeah.
That is going to look so good.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We'll repeat that on the other side. I think we get this side tacked in first, though.
Do you reckon?
Wind. Clamp it down. Do the bend. Excellent. Rotate. Oh, it's like an industry. It's like an industry.
We're done.
We're done.
I'm done. Or
For
done.
today?
Done in for today.
You haven't done anything.
I know, tell me about it. No, it's been a good day. Hopefully it shows in the progress. Both sides of the half pipe are done. The other end of the spanner is pretty much done. Ooh. So I will be here welding together all of these bits of the jigsaw. So this won't be goodbye. Well, it'll be goodbye
From me.
from John.
But it's not goodbye from him.
I will be back. I'll see you in the morning and I'll be a bit cleaner. I'll have a good night's sleep, a nice dinner.
Oh.
And I'll be back. So So it's a new day, and I haven't got all day. Today I have to head down in the afternoon or in the evening to repair shop. So I'm getting straight to it. I've got the 4 pieces that we made yesterday tacked together, and I'm just about to weld them all together. I'm going to TIG weld the back because it just sits better flat down, so I can weld around the back, planish it up, grind it down, and hopefully we'll have one length done. If that goes well, I can get straight onto the next one. Let's try and get this spanner together today. If I can get that done, I'll be over the moon. Well, I have got a lot of grinding ahead of me, haven't I? At least that's both sides of this long run welded on one face anyway. So I've got to do all that again on the other side, but not quite yet. I'm going to get this side finished and get the ends welded in place, commit to that, the final size, the final dimensions, get the positions and the angles all done, then flip it and stick the other ones on at the end. So that's my plan of attack anyway. But that was a lot of welding, goodness me. Unfortunately now I've got a 2.5 hour drive down to the repair shop, so I'm going to call it a day. But look where we've got to. It looks good. This is the big end. I've got that all welded in here, ground down and looking good. The main shaft, both sides are in. It's all sitting nice and flat, which was quite a challenge. All I need to do now is weld that to that, but I'm not quite committing with the angle yet. And then same down this end. That's all done, that's all welded on, shaped around there. I've got to do these outside edges on both, which I have started here. Trying to put, see that, hopefully you can see there's a bit of shape in that. If you can imagine that. Next weekend, I will weld the 2 heads onto the main shaft, commit, sort out the angle. I'm going to crook them ever so slightly, get them welded in place, spaced right. And then it's just a case of filling in the gaps. The ends of my half pipe need to end in a kind of round. It almost rounds off, which I think I'm going to grind into a tree stump and then hammer the piece of metal into it to give us that sort of like bowl end of the half pipe. I need 4 of those, 1 for each end on both sides. Goodness me, that's going to be some work. And some lettering. We're nearly there. It's looking good. It's come together really quickly. Next weekend, hopefully, we'll crack on, we'll carry on, because then we can start on the next part of the Goodwood Revival, Revive and Thrive areas, promotional display pieces. I don't know what they're called. Oh, by the way, Ranelagh number 3 has sold. It's gone. And I think number 4, its brother standing next to it, potentially also sold. So I better get busy. I might have to build another Ranelagh very quickly. So it's going to be a busy month. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. As ever, any feedback, leave it in the comments. I'll do my best to read them all. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you next time. Take care.